a lighter note, okay? People getting locked up, back shots in cowgirl position. So Cynthia Bailey, right? Her husband was interviewing her, which I think it's just so cute, right? You get to come on your husband's show and he interviews you. But there was sort of like some truth question that she needed to answer. And her truth was that she does not like when he asked for her to do the cowgirl position. I thought that was so hilarious. And he could not believe it. He's like, I'm trying to keep my job. You can't say that on TV. But I'm just wondering, I'm glad that they have that relationship where she could say that on national television. But is there a such thing when you are in a relationship? Does your person kind of lose points for some of the things that they don't do, like the sexual positions that they don't do? And I'm gonna throw this to, I feel like Jaro, you always get it because you're the only straight man on the panel. So and you can throw it to Maurice if you want. But what do you think about it? Does your significant other lose points for things she's like, I don't like that?
You know what? And I'll be abundantly clear on this. You
got to go home.
I should get my drink too.
You got to log off.
You only lose points, right? If you present a particular skill that you say that you have or that you think that you have, and you don't perform it in the way that it should be performed. That's when you lose points. Now, listen, if you trying something out or whatever the case is, you're new to it, you get grace. A man will give you grace. Grace is sufficient in that moment when you're trying something new. But don't come on the table and say, yo, our reverse cowgirl is matched. And then all of a sudden it's like, yo, that is whack. You lost points. Ooh. Right? So my thing to the ladies, right? Just don't speak on things that you're not really skilled on. You know what I mean? Just just say it light. Just say, listen, I'm okay. I'm still working on stuff, right? And in that way, you don't lose points, but you do lose points.
So what if it's something that they're good at, but they don't like it? It's like, I don't really like that though.
Listen,
I know you like it. I know I'm good at it, but I don't really like it.
Everything I like, I'm good at. That's just what it is, right? Because that's why I like it, because I'm good. You know what I mean?
Your wife that question.
Is this a campaign? What is happening? But okay, all right, we're gonna have to move on.
But you know what? But if look in the bedroom, it's a negotiation. It's a back and forth. It's communication. It's conversation. Those things is what make bedroom life beautiful and amazing, right? So if she says, I'm glad that she was able to articulate that to her husband, because most women will do stuff and not necessarily like doing it, right? But they would just do it just to do it, right? And again, men, we feel that. We know that. We know when you're just doing something just to do it. Don't just do something just to do it. Articulate what it is that you like to do and the things that you don't like to do, right? So that the man is thoroughly prepared, right? What messes up in bedroom life is the fact that we get caught off guard. Don't catch us off guard. Articulate what it is that you like to do, what it is that you don't like to do. So in that way, we're prepared.
Okay.
No.
I wasn't prepared for that answer, but okay. All right. So Ren, you have a situation and something that you really like. Your partner is like, I don't like that, and I'm not really willing to do it so much. Like, does that change how you feel about that person? Do they lose points? Does it change the dynamic of your relationship or even the relationship choice? Like, yeah, this might be a deal breaker for me if you don't do that thing. If you don't do that thing like that,
there are definitely deal breakers, right? It's important to be compatible sexually. And I imagine, especially people who are married, that is an integral part to keeping this relationship thriving. I don't think that this should be like I didn't see that clip with Cynthia and her husband, so I don't know if that came as a surprise to him. But I don't think
Yes, it did.
that shouldn't have been the moment that it became that he
I
became
agree.
aware of that.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
Like I feel like in a relationship, a marriage, you all should discuss like this is what I like, and get to know what your partner likes, and if even if you don't know how to do it, teach each other how to do it and show each other what pleases you, right? Like if that doesn't happen, it just sounds like a recipe for disaster in the bedroom or like boredom rapidly approaching, and that's never good either. I think for me, I'm clear on what I don't like, and I'm not going to do it ever.
And what don't you like?
Wait, don't ask that. No.
I'm just playing. And what don't you like? No, I'm just playing.
So
I don't like what you like.
I think that's a lie.
I don't like doing what you like to do.
And what do I like to do?
I don't know, but
I'm curious.
And what do I like to do?
But why don't you tell us?
What do you like to do?
What do you like to do?
What is something you don't like to do, Moses? What's something his name is Maurice. I'm sorry. Maurice, what is something you don't like to do? It's like, no.
Women.
Women.
I don't like to do women. I think that clears it up. Simple. That's it.
That is
what else do you want to know?
I feel like okay, I'm gonna have to go back around. What is something you don't like to do, Gerald? Is there anything you don't like to do in your relationship?
It's giving whole truth and nothing but the truth in this.
I'm sorry.
All right. That's what I was gonna ask.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, so segue into the thing.
Honestly, honestly, there isn't much that I don't like to do, like to my partner. It's just, I just feel like it's, like the bedroom is like it's a canvas. We create in there.
Right.
Whatever, a lot of things, we get down in there.
Should we just go into truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Ooh, child.
All right, you know what?
But now,
go into it.
You are the resident, along with Gerald, married person. So we need your perspective.
I mean, I feel like you guys didn't give me a lot. I feel like I might be giving you too much. Because nobody answered like the actual question of what do you not like to do sexually?
I think I answered.
You said women, but I said, well, if you are with someone you want to be sexually involved with, what do you not like to do?
Okay,
well, let me be clear. I'm not doing anal. Okay, it turns me off. I'm not interested. Thanks.
Right, I think
are you not interested because it wasn't done right, or are you not interested because of you just not?
You see, Jared trying to get this tea.
Well, let me be clear. Let me be clear. If I with my husband, if we decide that that's something we want to try, and I don't like it, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm clear. I don't like it. Right. So if he somehow convinces me to try it, and I don't like it, it's not gonna happen again after that. There's not gonna be any convincing me that that's something I want to do again.
Right. And I feel like for me, well, what you won't do is pee and shit on me. Okay, so you would not do that. Outside of that, if I'm with somebody who I'm attracted to, I'm open to doing almost anything. So that's the key. Am I attracted to you sexually enough? I think that's the problem. But you would not pee or shit on me. You or no one else. Okay. So that is totally off. That's totally off for me. But anything else, and again, I think, I don't know who said it, but just like communication is key. Like, you got to be, I think, Gerald, like, that's where you make your magic, or whatever. So, like, and I agree with Renata. Like, I think also because Cynthia Bailey gets a pass because she's also a reality star, but that is not something you should tell to your husband on television for the first time. Like, I would have been pissed. Like, why are you going to tell me on television? Like, why would you? Yeah, I'm at work.
Well, he handled it very well. And Aaron Trey Stewart said, ain't nothing wrong with a little golden shower. So he don't know what you got against it. But
tell Aaron, no. Tell Aaron it's nothing wrong for him.
It's nothing wrong for you.
It's wrong for him.
It's nothing wrong for you. For me, it's just taking it. You cannot take it from me. I will. Don't take it. Don't try to like take it from me. I'm not interested in that. We can plan spontaneity. Like, it's like, we going out today. I'm planned already mentally in my mind. Like, we could probably pop off in this truck, but don't ever try to take it to me. You might really end up in a very violent situation.
That's called rape.
Well, no. Okay. Whoa. I don't want to take it there, but I'm saying, like, when you are married, your partner, so that's that's not going to happen. It can be a sort of spontaneity where it's like, take your drawers off, like, we're about to do this right now, and I'm like, did you book an appointment? What are you talking about? Hours are from.
I'm not. No. I'm not on. No.
9 a.m. to 5 p.m. No. So when I'm saying like try to take, I mean like coming grabbing me up and just like drapes in it, snatching off my drawers and stuff. Yeah, I don't really like that. I want to feel like I've given you permission to indulge in all of this good feminine energy. I don't want to feel like somebody's taking it from me, and that's it.
I feel like I know we got to move on, but I feel like that would make you feel wanted.
Right.
I don't have that. I don't have an issue with feeling wanted. Why do I need you to drapes me up and try to take it from me to make me feel wanted? I think that's.
You don't like spontaneity.
I like planned spontaneity.
You like what?
If it's planned, it's not spontaneous.
I like so. Here's what I consider planned spontaneity before you guys logically knock it down. I already know I woke up this morning. There's a potential my man is going to want some ass at some point in this day. So I'm like, let me throw this on just in case something goes down. Or I know we're going to take this ride out to maybe I'll do a little something while we do it. That to me, it's planned spontaneity. He may not know about it, but it's planned spontaneity for me. It's spontaneous. It's not something we're going to do all the time or we do all the time. But in my mind, I prepare myself just in case it happens.
So does he know certain things you wear are like a green light? Or like, how does he know when you were planning?
He doesn't, because I kind of like operate like that all the time. I'm 24 hours sensual person. I'm constantly touching, feeling, using, doing things that, this is just what I do. It's all day for me. Like it's all day. So no, he wouldn't just know like this is the opportunity or the moment. Maybe.
So that's just the thing. Like if you're 24 hours, you're on 24 hours, correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't mean 24 hours to get it popping. I just mean like my sensuality is who I am. So right. I'm sensual all day long.
Right. So you're sensual. Like that's just who you are as a part of your identity. Right. Yeah. So what's wrong with him just coming and just putting you in the fiend and just, dropping you on the bed and just.
It's just not something I prefer. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't think anything's wrong with it.
No. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just asking.
You asking it like it was something wrong.
No. Well, there's something wrong with it. I'm just saying there's something wrong with it. Y'all have to get it on sometimes when you don't want to.
Yeah, but so then again, I'm glad you said that, because you literally just said, if somebody takes it when you don't really want it, that's rape. But that's exactly what you just perpetuated at that same statement. Oh, you don't want to do it and your husband wants to do it. So you think women should just do it?
You said take. That's a little different from, you having sex and not really wanting to do it, and you just and finally you just
Right.
give
That's
into it.
different.
That's but when you say take, to me that sounds like force and like physical.
Well, some people thrive off of that. Like they like that. Like, oh, you want it? Take it from me then. And I'm just like, no, I don't prefer that order of service. I like it. I like to know what's about to go down. That's it. I just like to know.
Now that's respected. That's respected. Oh, you also that comment that Aaron Trey Stewart put up there. My man Aaron Trey was good.
Is that Aaron?
A little golden shower.
Yeah, he's the one who said about the golden shower.
That's Aaron.
No.
That's another Aaron.
Aaron Trey. We know what it is.
That's another Aaron Renata.
I think that's G's friend.
Yeah, that's about
G's
that.
friend.
I'm asking, is that Aaron? No, not. Yes.
You're
right.
cut
I know
from the
Aaron.
same cloth.
I know Aaron.
Ain't nobody peeing on me. God did. Listen, I don't know. I have definitely evolved and grown. But I don't want it when I don't want it.
Like I know that some women like to plug their man and stuff like that. Like you can't go around my booty. Like what I mean, like that's just a very it's just not a spot. It's not a turn on or anything like that for me. So.
I think that comes from bad experiences. No lie. I think that there's so many ways. So first of all, I think that when you are in a relationship, what I've recently learned is,
bad experience. That's a very interesting point, Gerald. Bad experiences.
Well, I mean experiences where the individual that was doing it didn't take their time, didn't understand. Like, even if you're doing this, it is a sexual experience, and a sexual experience between two people should be pleasurable for both people. So that means it may take an hour for our experience if I'm doing it that way, and you got to take your time, because I don't feel like it should be painful. I feel like it should be pleasurable. But there's also ways to mitigate that through self-pleasuring, preparing the anal for yourself on your own terms. Listen, we're gonna get into it. This is for the women who don't want to do it or feel like it's too much and it's a no-go. In relationships, I feel like now there shouldn't be no hard no's. There should be no hard no's. Everything should be open to conversation, figuring out how we can do this where it's pleasurable for both of us, or if it really is a hard no, but it shouldn't just be told that there's a hard no from either party. Because if I'd like to receive head, I don't want my man telling me no. I don't like that, because then where am I supposed to get it from? You're the only person who is providing this pleasure and source for me. Where am I supposed to go get it from if you're telling me no? So a hard no can cause a lot of problems sexually. But there are so many ways to mitigate things that you don't like, which once I found that out, I was like, oh, I can take over the world. I can do a lot of things. So I think with all things that you don't like or you're not willing to do, it's good to do some research, to talk to other people who do it and see, like, what's your experience? What did you do to make it easier, more pleasurable? Even if you and your mate aren't connecting sexually, you can find out, what do you like? Because I'm coming to the table with my experience like, yo, I done knocked these other dudes out. My shit is popping. My man may be like, yo, I don't even like none of that. I don't like it. And vice versa. So it's a whole lot to explore. But I mean, I
need to have a conversation with your husband. A serious man conversation. We need to sit down and have, right? Because there's no prepping. There are hard no's.
I've given hard no's. This is growth within the past year. Okay. The past year, couple of months, just being around other women who were like, nah, you can't do that. So you also need to surround yourself with people who are going to call you out on your shit and be like, what? No, that's your husband or that's your wife. So that has been my experience, because I had hard no's for my reasons. But once I've explored other conversations and other things, it was like, I never thought about that. And again, if I'm the only person who can bring him, in a sense, this sort of pleasure, then why would I cut off the source? And I don't recommend being that bitch just like, oh, every time my man want it, I'm gonna do it. No, that's not who I am. That's not who I am. I want a whole experience myself when it happens. So make sure you're prepared and come to the table prepared. But I think that the conversations, like Maurice always says, communication, communication, communication. Communicate it, and you can get to the next level.
I want to hear Renata's response to that.
While Nem was talking, I was trying to figure out if I was frozen. But
you saw all the facial expressions.
So she wasn't listening, in other words.
No, but I was. And here's the thing that I want to say about this is what came to mind is in the relationship prior to marriage or early on in the marriage, right? We should have at that point already established what we like or don't like. And so now is this area of like where it becomes gray and dislikes start to emerge because we are trying new things or someone has a new talent, because then I'm concerned about where this new talent came from and what inspired it and why I'm now subjected to it. And
Ooh.
so, yeah, that's what I thought about.
Maurice, do you have anything to add before I say something else?
No, you said enough for all of us.
Did I? Well, listen.
You dropped enough tea with your straight liquor. Your straight
Look, this is
girl. You can just go ahead and do what you got to do.
Well, listen, I'll end it with this. Once again, in the bedroom, whatever you decide, whatever you communicate and decide is safe and healthy and happy in the bedroom, go forth and do it. Absolutely. If your thing is golden showers, if your thing is anal, if your thing, whatever your thing is, do that thing and do it well. So